Before the first season of Invincible had even concluded, fans were requesting a second installment of the show on Amazon Prime Video due to its immense popularity. Fortunately, Prime Video has ears to hear. The show was revived in April 2021 for a second season, and a third, after some effort, fan petitions, and hashtags. The animated superhero show's second season took a considerable 2.5 years to premiere, with the first 4 episodes airing on Amazon Prime in November 2023. The streamer revealed that Season 2's first week viewing tripled over the first, indicating that it was a big success. Although all 8 episodes were supposed to air at this time, production problems caused more delays for the rest of the season. The Hollywood Handle was given an explanation of the situation by co-showrunner Simon Raciapa, who stated, "We had some problems when we first started producing the program, so we spoke with Amazon and decided that it would be best to release the first 4 episodes of the show right away rather than make the fans wait even longer. After a few months, we'll return and provide you the remaining information. So when can we anticipate Invincible's second season and part 2? Put on some spandex and come along. We'll cover all the information you require. Invincible Season 2 Part 2 potential release date. When will it air?" Unfortunately, the second installment of Invincible Season 2 does not yet have a confirmed release date, as Invincible was left off of Amazon's January 2024 release schedule. New episodes won't be coming out until at least February, and they're probably not going to come out until March or later. Although Raciapa's prediction of a few months is a little ambiguous, it seems likely that we won't have to wait long to see the remainder of the season. The 4 additional episodes are anticipated to run on Amazon once Part 2's release date is established, in keeping with Part 2. While fans haven't yet witnessed the conclusion of Season 2, Season 3 is officially underway and has been in development for some time. Fortunately, fans won't have to go through the lengthy gap between seasons again, as executive producer Robert Kirkman, who also created the original comic book series, has promised that Seasons 2 and 3 will air considerably closer together. He said to Collider, "Months before the release of the first part of Season 2, this is the pain. Fans of Invincible are currently experiencing pain in this location. After we get beyond this and the release of Season 2, perhaps, things will go more smoothly. Theoretically, there won't be these enormous gaps." Kirkman also has even bigger plans for the future, hoping that the program would go on and produce a new season every year. The realities of animation might make it a little difficult, but what I can guarantee is that the gap between Season 1 and 2 is the longest gap we should ever have. You know, barring some unforeseen catastrophe, a writer for The Walking Dead told Variety in October 2023. It could occur every 12, 16, 13, or 18 months. We're still attempting to resolve that. Invincible Season 2 Part 2 cast. Who's in it? The cast of Invincible is incredibly large, and we don't say this lightly, and it's probable that it will only grow larger as the show progresses. It is anticipated that the most, if not all, of the performers who starred in Invincible's second season Part 1 will also provide voiceovers for the upcoming 4 episodes. Stephen Yeun as Mark Grayson, Invincible. Sandra Oh as Debbie Grayson. Sterling K. Brown as Angstrom Levy. J.K. Simmons as Nolan Grayson, Omni-Man. Zachary Quinto as Robot. Ross Marquand as Reddy Connors, the Immortal. Jillian Jacobs as Samantha Eve Wilkins, Adam Eve. Jason Mantzoukas as Rex Sloan, Rex Splode. Chris Diamantopoulos as Donald Ferguson, Vidor. Melise Zhao as Kate Cha, Duplicate. Gray Griffin as Shrinking Ray, Monster Girl, Amanda Thula. Kari Payton as Black Samson, Marcus Grimshaw. Clancy Brown as Damien Darkblood, General Craig. Jay Farrow as Bulletproof. Ben Schwartz as Shapesmith. Walton Goggins as Cecil Stedman. Peter Cullen as Thetis. Seth Rogen as Alan the Alien. Tatiana Maslany as Queen Lizard. General Telia. Reese Horn as Andressa. Kevin Michael Richardson as the Mahler Twins. Phil Lamar as Lucan. Andrew Rannells as William Clockwell. Zazie Beetz as Amber Bennett. That's who's probably going to be back. But what about the new cast members? For the second half of the season, would someone fresh be joining the group? The Walking Dead cast has, of course, previously made multiple cameos in the series. Season 1 alone saw reunions with Invincible star Yoon, who portrayed Glenn in the zombie series back in the day, as well as visits from TWD veterans Marquand, Lauren Cohan, Sonqua Martin Green, Kari Payton, Michael Cudlitz, Lenny James, and Chad Coleman. Additionally, in January 2023, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, star of The Walking Dead and Grey's Anatomy, hinted to a possible return to the series, adding his name to the roster of former cast members. In a somewhat suggestive Instagram photo, Morgan showed himself curled up on 2 quite thick binders with the labels Invincible 2 and Invincible 3. Perhaps a few scripts. The star captioned his photo with, "Doing a little reading, so it appears to be the case. Much gratitude to it, Robert Kirkman." One admirer said, "I hope this means what I think it means, and we agree." There's a chance Morgan will be a member of the voice cast for Part 2 considering he hasn't been included in any of the Season 2 episodes that have aired yet. However, Kirkman stayed silent when asked if Morgan will truly be seen, or rather, heard, in the program when he spoke with Tech Radar in November. "I mean, Jeffrey and I know each other," he replied. The possibility that he was merely reading the comic books would probably disappoint a lot of people. I don't want to ruin anything for upcoming seasons, though. Jeffrey is one of the many actors from The Walking Dead that I would adore collaborating with once more, along with Dan Aguirre and Andrew Lincoln. Norman Reedus is another name on that list, Kirkman continued. Hopefully, you'll see Jeffrey in Invincible when the right role comes along. It would be great to get them into Invincible in some capacity. It's just a matter of finding the right one for them. However, even if I wanted to, I couldn't talk about it at this time. Mark Hamill's portrayal of Art Rosenbaum is apparently still a possibility, as Kirkman stated. Oh man. The recording sessions with Ed Hamill himself were epic. Is Bulletproof going to be in Season 2? All we can do is wait and see. Kirkman has also suggested that a number of new and returning talents will be joining the core group in the upcoming third season. He stated to Variety that I am afraid to talk about actors in interviews because Season 3 has already been recorded and the sessions definitely run together in my head. There are so many actors that are in Season 3 that are not in Season 2. There are people who are in Season 1 whose characters don't appear in Season 2, but do appear in Season 3. That's a tidbit I'll give you. Invincible Season 2 Part 2 plot, what will happen? Season 2 Part 2's release date will be keenly anticipated by fans because the first batch of episodes ended on a dramatic cliffhanger. Nolan Grayson, also known as Omni-Man, was taken prisoner and appears to be about to be put to death after teaming up with his son Mark, also known as Invincible, to repel the Viltrumites. His whereabouts are still unknown, thus a shocking death during the second part of the season is possible. In the meantime, Mark has been left to prepare Earth for the Viltrum Empire's conquest in his father's absence, and to kill anyone who gets in his way, including his friends. Mark is faced with a difficult decision that will be resolved in the next episodes, since Earth could be in peril if there is opposition. Mark instructs his kid to study his books before he is arrested. Kirkman discussed the line's enduring relevance in an interview with TV Insider. I think that the fact that he is revealing there's something useful in those books for Mark at that moment indicates, possibly, a shift in his loyalties. If the episode itself wasn't a clear indication of that, he remarked, trying not to give too much away about the incident. What they signify, what they are, and what does it portend for the future. You'll simply have to keep watching the program to find out. But I can tell you that we won't be keeping it a secret for very long in the second half of the season, so you won't be annoyed for very long. After a startling post-credits scene revealed more about the Mauler twins' dynamic, Kirkman also stated in the same interview that there will be more from the group. I guess just stay tuned for that, because there's definitely more Mauler to come, whether in twin form or not, he stated. We have a lot planned for those characters, who we adore. I believe the moment contains a lot of information that may be used to predict how that character's or those characters' futures would pan out. However, we'll see. I think I've revealed too much already, but there will be more Mauler action soon. We adore having Kevin Michael Richardson, who portrays the Maulers, in the performance. He is fantastic. Voice actor Fred Tatasciore, who performs multiple roles in the series, gave fans a preview of what to expect in the second installment of the season towards the close of the previous year. I'm just going to tell you that things are going to get weirder, he stated in an interview with the YouTube channel Traversing the Stars. It's only going to get more bizarre, in a good way, and more bizarre. I'll just say that there are a lot of insane aliens in general. Speaking candidly with the Hollywood Handle, Ray Sciappa expressed her hopes for the next season finale, saying, "We always try to build a little bit more when we're getting to the end of a season. I hope it will be as emotional and intense as Season 1. I'm hoping it has the same scale, depth, and intensity as Season 1. That's what we want." However, Kirkman also aims to surprise these people, so perhaps don't look too closely into the comics for clues about what might be next. He gave an explanation, saying, "I constantly realize that this comic's draw is how often unexpected things happen. For the viewers who have read the comic and are now watching the show, I want to do my best to keep things that way. You still get the feeling of, oh, I didn't expect this already, or oh, I expected this character would be like this or do this but isn't. By altering and rearranging things, even if you have read the comics, it infuses the show with a hint of that comic book energy." Kirkman claims to have gained a great deal of knowledge from Invincible, which he has used to the second season's narrative, and beyond. Over the first season, I learned all the ins and outs, and it's me to alter the script writing process, alter my notes process, the way I talk to the directors, the way I talk to the animators, Kirkman stated to Screen Rant. I've been able to express my desires and what I want to see more clearly thanks to it. Furthermore, I'm not making these really gifted people go insane with nonsensical ideas because, well, I suppose I don't know what I'm talking about. It's been a cool learning process, but I feel like things have honed and we're just buttoned in, and I just cannot wait for people to see Season 2 and eventually Season 3. Invincible Season 2 Part 2 trailer. Is there any footage yet? Since it is a continuation of the second season, there isn't currently a trailer specifically for Part 2, and it's unclear if one will be released at all. You may watch the general trailer for Season 2, though. In addition, Prime Video has some incredibly short previews of new Invincible in anticipation of the movies and TV series that will be available on the service in 2024. Possibly the most effective way to get ready for the upcoming installment would be to rewatch the first 4 episodes repeatedly for the time being. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.